Commander's Log, Friday, July 10th, 2026. We'll be piloting the Beluga liner this evening. Our intent for tonight is going to be to try and complete some outfitting, and following that, check out some star systems in the local area, try and run some biologicals, and just get a feeling for how one of the largest passenger liners in the Elite Dangerous Galaxy, Elite Dangerous Universe, I suppose, will handle in the role of exploration. And for anyone who cares to join me for this journey tonight, come on board, pour yourself a glass of your preferred beverage, and let's see what the galaxy has for us. This evening, we have a few more items that we need to grab before this Beluga is going to be complete. One of them is a 7 Alpha set of thrusters, the 5 Hotel Guardian FSD, and the 6 Alpha shield generator. Whenever we left off last I was here, we ended up needing a few more items. I took the liberty of taking care of a couple of those this morning, and now we have those 3 left. We do still have a handful of biologicals on the Alpha 7, the A7 planet of this star system. So let's go ahead and take care of that first, shall we? Pilot is off. Get away from the station. Making our way to planet A7B. So it would probably be a moon. I do hope that life is treating everyone well this evening. Whatever the day may have brought, any challenges, any struggles, any concerns, feel free to take this little bit of time sitting here with me this evening or this morning wherever you may be viewing from, what time you may be viewing from. Just don't worry about it for the next little bit. Life will always be there to greet us as soon as we get up from the computer, the phone, your tablet, whatever you might be watching this on. While we're here, let's not worry about the trials of life, the concerns that work may have brought to you today, concerns for school. None of it matters at this moment. Let's just enjoy this little bit of time. And we'll worry about life whenever we need to worry about life. I happened to mention earlier before we left about pouring a glass of a preferred beverage. I advised you guys to do that. I failed to do it myself. Problem that I am remedying at this present moment. We'll call it a glass of soda. Starting to get close. Made a couple of slight adjustments to my mouse's sensitivity settings last time after last night, so we'll see if this is a bit more smooth than it was before. Crap. I think I turned the mouse sensitivity settings off. So we'll try that. I've never said before, I'll say it now, I am not an expert at this game. Stuff goes wrong. Almost like that. I wasn't entirely convinced that was gonna work. Nonetheless, here we are. If you're brand new to this game or not familiar with the exploration side of it, Frontier recently made some changes and some updates to the biologicals overlay. I think it's the same for the geologicals too, but I don't really jack with those. This overlay map is substantially better than it was. Let's see how how the Titanic fares when it's trying to land on a planet's surface. See if it survives longer than Titanic did. Believe that right there in front of us is a bacterium, excuse me. Bingo. Oh. Where are you going? Oof. It's less than graceful. Yeah. Cheater mode. See if there's anywhere close by this thing can touch down. It's becoming abundantly clear with these large landing pad ships that trying to perform exobiology is not the smartest thing you could do with them. It's an experience, though. Don't have near the efficiency that you would out of a medium-sized ship like a Mandalay or a smaller ship like a Cobra. Just the fact that we're doing it. Oh, excuse me, we're attempting to do it. I gave it a chance. I'll take it from here. Sick, I should have done that. Should have done that first. We're having fun. we're just enjoying ourselves here. Do think. Yes. Well, I thought it was over here. hoping for a nicer one than that. One that might be worth a little bit more, but when it comes down to it, I'm not picky. There's plenty of commanders out there that would pass up the lower class, the lower, what's the word I'm looking for? Price? Lower price? Those that are worthless. That's what I'm going. That's what I'm on about. They'd pass them up. They wouldn't really put a whole lot of care into trying to find them. But I like to.
Leaving 500-meter clonal colony range of Bacterium vulgaris, scan count is 1.
See if we can do this without the autopilot. Oh, it's right there. No, can't argue with that. Oh, looky there. Right in front of the gear. Not too bad. Oh, goodness. One more to go.
Flight assist on.
Leaving 500-meter clonal colony range of Bacterium vulgaris, scan count is 2.
Just happened to appear. If I got one nice and close, without having to beg, borrow, and steal too much. I'll take it. That's interesting. All the landing gears doing that. None of the landing gear were actually sitting on the planet's surface. They were all sitting a little bit above. Alright. Pick that one up. Moving to planet A7C. are there. Enjoy the detail they put into these games. This game. Arriving here at a planet Alpha 7 Charlie, A7C. Forgive me, I do a lot of stuff with work that involves the NATO alphabet, so forgive me if I start using some of that. Alright, I'm not going to do the same thing that I did earlier and have to guess. I'm gonna go with what I know. Super easy if there's any new explorers out there. The two probe planets, like you see on the bottom right, they're gimmies. But a good rule of thumb is always to try and hit the horizon lines if you can. It kind of gives you the best chance of getting a pretty large majority of the planet's surface. And then you can learn your own technique from there, especially with the larger planets, the 15, 20 probe planets, gas giants and whatnot. They're not difficult, they're just tedious. to the always helpful Elite Dangerous exploration buddy. I'm seeing one of two different types of bacteria and a funticuliva, assuming I'm pronouncing that right. I've had reasonably good luck going into craters. Don't know if it's just coincidence or if there's anything to it, but Raider hasn't filled me yet.
Scan detected.
Leave it be, Howard. I don't have anything. Wasted effort. There's no cargo. Of course there's no car. I don't have a cargo hold. Stop. Go down. Oh, you. Oh, come on. Thank you. Really? It's almost like I'm trying to land a massive ship and it's inside of a crater or something.
Flight assist off.
I guess this is one of those ships that you could almost call a meme build. So there you go. If it isn't one, and somebody decides that they want to make it one, go ahead. Go ahead. You have my. You don't need my permission. This is public, but you have it. Make my ship a meme. Just go for it. It had to be the less valuable of the two possible species. Whatever. Still gonna look up the other two.
Flight assist off.
With the exception of some of my ridiculous commentary, that's what this channel, that's what these little journeys are all about. Maximum chill.
Leaving 500-meter clonal colony range of Bacterium vulgaris. Scan count is 1.
That was a landing I was proud of. That floating landing gear again. like that pirate took an interest in someone.
Flight assist off.
A couple up there on the ridge to the left, but I like these down here in the basin. It gives a better chance of actually being able to land. Yeah, that's Howard.
Leaving 500-meter clonal
Getting what
colony
for?
range of Bacterium bulharis. Scan count is 2.
Flight assist off.
So we'll do it. Nothing to see here, officer. Assuming you are, officer. My guy, what are we doing here? I mean, to be fair, I understand his suspicion. He's, seeing a large spacefaring luxury liner
Scan detected.
randomly sitting on a planet surface. I understand. I very much understand the level of concern there. No problem, officer. I know that the Fonticuliwa trees normally tend to grow fairly close to the bacterium. But not always. I'll tell you what, make it easy on ourselves. Go back up into orbit and look, because I decided not to earlier. Should have looked before going into glide. But I didn't. me there was some in that crater I was just in. No. Okay. I think that was the crater. Such an interesting sound for this ship.
Landing gear deployed.
You're 200 meters off the ground, Commander. Why are you trying to activate your frame shift drive? I've been at work all day.
Flight assist off.
Good night. Should pick up my SRV, drive it over here. Didn't look like it was that far away from the cockpit. It's 200 meters from the ship. How close to it, look at that. 193. That was the lucky guess. That'll never happen again. Boy, he's gonna run out of breath by the time he gets there. That's only a 0.03 gravity world. You shouldn't run out of breath that easy.
Flight assist off.
That would be a fun thing to do to implement, though. If anyone from Frontier Development, by some crazy stretch of the imagination, ever hears my voice and listens to this, may I ask one thing? Have the player character change his run style or run speed or something according to planet gravity. He should run with longer strides, I feel, on a planet with no gravity, or very little gravity like this, as opposed to a planet with Earth gravity or even more. He would take shorter strides. He would run slower, perhaps. Something of that nature. I feel like that would add a level of depth, a level of realism, perhaps. I mean, granted, yeah, you can jump and you can go a long way, but it helps with the boost packs, of course. But no, really, that's what I get for not paying attention. Key. I'll go back.
Flight assist off.
I got no one to blame but myself for that one. That probably holds true for the better part of this game. As I play on a PvE server, there's not going to be any... shouldn't be any players that would harass me and ruin my day just because they can.
Leaving 500-meter clonal colony
there's that
range
cue
of
from...
Monticulua digitos. Scan count is 1.
There's that cue from Exploration Buddy telling me that I'm in range. Played some of those games before that constantly feel stressed from PvP encounters while you're just trying to enjoy the game for what it is. That works for a lot of people, but if I wanted to be stressed, I'd go to work and get paid for it. I don't want to be stressed when I'm playing a video game, trying to relax. I don't want to be all amped up. It's just me. I'm old.
Leaving 500-meter clonal colony range of Monticulua digitos. Scan count is 2.
These are some of my earliest and only videos that I've ever produced and published onto YouTube. So if anyone has any thoughts on audio settings, microphone settings or whatever, feel free to leave a comment, or I don't know if you can send messages, like private messages or whatever on YouTube. I don't know how that works. I've never tried. But contact me in some way if you can, and offer some thoughts, offer some ideas. I'm doing more of this as like a personal log for myself, so I can come back and look at videos from previous years and whatnot, and just be able to see kind of where my own personal journeys come. But by all means, anyone. All right, I'm done with that. If anyone decides that they want to follow along while I go through this journey, then I'd be honored. I'd be honored if anybody decided that they wanted to join me on some of these evenings. And absolutely, if anyone more experienced in content creating or whatnot, if you have some ideas or thoughts for some of the technical aspects, making my voice sound more clear, or the one audio trying to drown another one out, by all means, let me know. I'd love to be able to learn more. There we go. I know it was right here. Yeah, goodness, not too terribly far away. That was the last scan of the Fonticula Digitos. We'll go with that. That was the last one for this planet, so we can move right along to the next one. I don't remember what letter we're on. Charlie. A7C. There is A7D. Here we go. That's why it wasn't moving as easy as I thought it should. Background thing I'm working on is still the Federal Navy rank to be able to join, get the permit to go to the Sol system, join our solar system, take some screenshots, look and see just how far we've come as a civilization according to this game. Crazy to think that one day, if the Earth lasts long enough, this could be the world. This could be humanity. Not just on one planet, in one system, in one star system, but think about it, 1,000 years from now, if the Earth survives that long, if humanity survives that long, what could happen? Could humanity figure out faster than light travel and start exploring other star systems outside of our own? And even if we don't have faster than light travel, think about it for a minute. In the next several hundred years, we could have a colony on the moon. We could have a colony on Mars. Think about that. In 1,000 years, we could very easily be inhabiting our solar system, the moons of Saturn, the moons of Jupiter, perhaps. Who knows? Fascinating to think about. Bit of a shame that we were all born in the wrong century to be able to, the wrong millennium probably,
Scanned by 50%.
to be able to see something so crazy. It's just something crazy to us. It's wild to think about, and if the internet, YouTube and everything still exists in a form similar to what we're currently using, someone may very well watch these videos from myself and other Elite Dangerous creators from the moon. Think about that for just a second. People may watch YouTube videos of the moon from the moon. Wow. It's a wild thing to think about. But for now, let's see if we can find some of this bacteria. This planet's topography might make it difficult. Very interesting features here. To be fair, they are two fairly inexpensive, pretty low quality bacterium samples that are estimated to be here, so I'm not going to put a whole lot of blood, sweat, and tears into trying to hunt down these. Take a look around. That could be one. There is no way this thing is going to be able to land with all these rocks. Let's see. I'll take it from here. I saw it. I know it's there somewhere. Not too bad. Sure, Josh. Just run all over it.
Flight assist off.
There might be one right there. Probably not far enough away, though. Am I far enough away? I don't know. Gosh. I think it's gonna let me have
Leaving
it.
500-meter clonal
Maybe.
colony range of Bacterium bulgaris.
Maybe
Scan
it
count is 1.
just... Exploration buddy just chimed in, so maybe. Pilot, I'll give you one chance. If you can't do it, I'm taking over. Oh my word.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Actually done it. Yes. We go. One more and that'll do it.
Flight assist off.
Leaving 500-meter clonal colony range of Bacterium bulgaris. Scan count is 2.
Clear the colony range. All these mountains are going to make it difficult. I say mountains, more hills. If there's anything down there. Here we are. This planet worked out quite a bit better than I expected it to, if I'm honest. Saw the scenery dotted with these small ridge lines and whatnot. Not gonna lie, got a little concerned.
Flight assist on.
It's over here to the left somewhere. There's one right in front of us, a bit of a ways. Okay. Forward than I was expecting. Alright. According to all sources, that was the last one here.
Flight assist off.
Alright. One more planet with biologicals for this system. And we'll go hunt down whatever's next. Remember, right, I grabbed all the outfitting things from this system to find somewhere else to go. Curious to see if I load into the all trusty Inara website. If I log in my shield generator, the frame shift drive booster, and the thrusters. CD28 18350. But in all three of those, where are we going? Oh, that's fun. 119 light years away. Ew, that data's 15 days old. Let's try that one, 141. Oh, shoot. But, well, slowing down so we can scan this planet there, buddy. This, boys and girls, is why you don't surf on the internet while you drive. Public service announcement right here. It's important stuff.
Surface scan complete.
At best, you do something like me and just about miss your exit.
Orbital flight engaged.
Not going to make the same mistake twice. Bacterium. Alright. We'll hit this first. This little area right here is completely bordered by bacteria, so we'll do that. This little bit here to the left. I just want to line up for it. Calm down, Glide, you're fine. Whoa. Alright. Should be where the Funticuliwa is.
Scan detected.
Cool here, officer. Thank you, sir. Or ma'am. One to judge, not one to assume, brother.
Landing gear deployed.
There we are. Oh, check that out. All that to the left, to the right.
Flight assist on.
Do like the low gravity planets. To get a photo of that if I can.
Flight assist off.
I'm gonna have a look real quick. Seeing the host planet right there. Nebula right there too. I don't know. It's kind of a nice opportunity for a picture, I think. There we go. And it just low-key highlights the fact that somebody was dumb enough to set up a Kruger Beluga liner for this type of gameplay. Proof that this game really doesn't have a whole lot in the way of limits. Though I would argue that exploration is probably actually quite pleasant and easy with this thing.
Range of scan count is 1.
Exobiology, substantially less so. But I do want to say exploration probably wouldn't be too bad if you're not going to attempt landing on planets. For goodness sake, we had some behind us. I would argue that an even worse role for this thing would probably be combat. That's one thing that I don't see myself ever experimenting with. I don't enjoy ship combat. Never had a knack for it. And that's among the reasons why I play on a PvE server instead of the open play. Just not into it.
Flight assist.
Leaving 500-meter clonal colony range of Fonticuliuidigitos, scan count is 2.
There's a landing spot just here. Alright, I give. I know it was here. Where are you going? Way back there. I saw it. You saw it, didn't you? Oh. All right. You know what? I'm gonna accept it. We were that close. We were fighting all there to the left. All we had to do was just yeet the thruster to the right, and there it was. Perfectly good landing spot. I don't make up the rules. Oh. Hang on. Look at that. After all these landings, the foot is actually on the ground. It's on the planet's surface. Huh. That might be the first time we've seen that tonight. Do it for the plants. See if we can go locate the penicillin.
Flight assist off.
To do that, distinctly remember us having to travel to the side, get out of this little ravine. Could be easier to find up here. Not quite at the right latitude. I learned recently that bacteria won't really appear in this latitude. The -9 it needs to be like 20, 30, something like that. Nope. I say that, and then there's one that appears just to our right. Is it normally? I think. Right here on the side of this little rocky thing. We'll see if there's... Try it out. Didn't expect that to work, but here we are. There's the floating foot again. Two more of those, and I believe we are done with this entire system.
Flight assist off.
Oh, there's a bacteria right in front of us. Are we lucky enough that we'll be outside the 500-meter range? Oh, gosh. Exploration buddy's only sitting at 422 meters, so I'm going to assume probably not. Ooh. But that one right there is. That one's definitely outside.
Leaving 500-meter clonal colony range of Bacterium vulgaris, scan count is 1.
Do not like the rocky terrain that we're dealing with here, though. Some landing areas to the south right behind us. Do just get out and walk.
Flight assist on.
Okay.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
You were right there. Okay. Whatever.
Flight assist off.
Okay.
Flight assist on.
Okay, it's not as bad. One more to go.
Flight assist off.
there at 1 o'clock.
Leaving 500-meter clonal colony range of Bacterium bulgaris, scan count is 2.
The really big one that's going to be a pain to land at, or the really small one right here that's, well, probably still going to be a pain to land at. Saw that. Oh, no. I saw it. Give it back to me. Thank you. I'll learn how to fly one of these things eventually. There we go. I promise I've done this before. Oh, good night. Wow. Jeez. I didn't see this one earlier, but I'll take it. I'm not mad. Alright. I do believe...
Flight assist off.
Yes. According to Exploration Buddy, that was the last one of that system. The last biological planet of that system. So, this is where we're going next. To be able to pick up all 3 of the things I need. Engineering items that I need. So, let's get to it. That being said, I do believe that dinner is about ready. So I may very well be shutting down for the evening. And I'm gonna go eat. As a matter of fact, that sounds like a really good idea. I'll tell you what, we're going to return to Oikawa City. I do believe we may call it for a while. Maybe for the rest of the night. Maybe just for a short time. The next time I get on, the next video we have, we'll be beginning that trip. Set the cruise control. we are.
Flight assistant.
South Kruger, Foxtrot Oscar X-ray. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau welcomes you to this station, Commander. Access permitted. Plot route for approach to landing pad 39er. Use of automated docking computer permitted. You are clear to hand over control.
Well, assuming that the autopilot doesn't decide to try to remove me from the system, I would say that this little trip has been quite successful. Didn't have any major issues, maybe a few slight mishaps, but nothing substantial. Was able to get some exobiology taken care of, able to make a few extra dollars off of it, a few extra credits, nothing crazy, but yeah, it's alright. All just part of the fun, all part of the enjoyment. Everything goes well with this landing. Nice.
Landing complete. Systems offline. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau wishes you a pleasant and productive visit, Commander.
Well, with that successful landing, that will do it for this trip among this star system. I want to thank you once again for joining me on this little expedition tonight. Anyone that decides to view this, anyone that decides to join me on any of these little trips, I really appreciate it. You know, it really means a lot that somebody would be willing to kind of sit in and just watch some random guy play this game for an hour, hour and a half, however long we've been here. But thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out. I do want to leave you with this. To always remember that wherever you go in life, and wherever you may find yourself, whatever you may find yourself doing, enjoy your journey.